IAF has been asking this question: how has facilitation evolved for you? So I want to show you yet another way to use the historical scan or journey wall method created. It's a technology of participation or a TOP method created by the Institute of Cultural Affairs. And as you can see, I'm started back at the future, but if you look across the sticky wall, we go all the way back to 1995. You can go back as far as you want. So how has facilitation evolved for me? And I've done this very, very sketchy historical scan, both first at the top level. The pink level represents me and North Star facilitators. And the cream level represents the field of facilitation. That's a second tier that you can brainstorm events, and these events are brainstormed usually by a group, but in this case I just did them on my own. So I'm talking about, from my own perspective, how has facilitation evolved for the world and in the world. And then the last level, the green cards, are the world level. So for example, if you go back to the beginning in 1995, I started a 3-year technology participation intensive mentoring training over here, and that started my career. And at the same time, really, facilitation was just beginning to gain some awareness. There was a real boom in the word of facilitation, especially around the year 2000. But about the mid-1990s, the IAF formed, and we had some early adopters in the public health field, really adopted facilitation, I noticed in my own career. And I did a lot of things. I studied some courses. I became a CPF certified professional facilitator and a certified top facilitator and an assessor of certification for the IAF. I had to restart my business. I mentioned that in another video. And as you can see in the field, I'm scant on some events, but I remember when the International Association of Facilitator moved from one single conference in the world to multiple regional conferences, and that was a big boom for facilitation. And you'll see certain areas, like a lot of deep interest from the APAC region, and also virtual facilitation platforms have really built up in facilitation. Everyone is using the word facilitation now for everything. So it's sometimes hard to actually describe what you do because everybody thinks they're a facilitator. And on the world, there's been wars and Y2000, kind of the whole technology thing really affected. The recession affects people. The natural disaster events, we've seen facilitation pick up, really help in disaster areas, helping people rebuild their communities. And so you can see how world events affect the field of facilitation as well. We don't know what the future brings, but I know facilitation has a powerful presence in the world, and we hope that you continue to learn and grow in your own practice of facilitation.